spiel, and then I'll let people, as they come in, welcome to Core and Glutes. I'm just have to go back and forth admitting people. So I'm Mallory. I am a personal trainer, a group fitness instructor. I now manage, I guess, a group fitness and personal training program at GW. Woo! Anyway, I love Core and Glutes. It's one of my favorite formats to teach because they are two of the most important muscle groups. Core is a very general term, so core encompasses a lot more than just your abdominals, which we'll talk a little bit about today. But I have two models with me today. This is Ryan, and this is Emily, and they will be modeling part of this today. Let's see, some things. If you have injuries or need modifications, feel free to take them. I'll try to give a lot of modifications today, especially because we'll be doing exercises for a longer period of time. I don't play music on my end, but feel free to mute me and play music on your end. That's totally fine. I won't use equipment, but feel free to add it in if you have it. If you can't hear me, let me know at any point. Just unmute yourself and say, Mallory, we can't hear you. That's fine too. Other than that, this will be about, I actually measured it out. It'll be about 42-ish minutes. If you have to jump out early, that's fine. Other than that, I'll stay for a couple minutes afterwards if anyone has questions about any of the exercises or wants to give me recommendations for the future. So let's hop right in. So actually, there's not a traditional warm-up today because we're actually going to pretty much just like start with the first set, but it'll be more of a warm-up set. So you can start on your back here. I'll explain while you get there. So all of today is going to be in a 4-minute format. So you'll be doing 30 seconds of you'll be doing 30 seconds. Sorry, one sec. Perfect. 30 seconds of an exercise at a normal speed, and then 30 seconds at half speed, so just slowing it down, and then 30 seconds of holding it. So if you were here for my HIIT class, that's what we did at the end, and then 30-second rest, and we'll do that twice through. So our first exercise will be a glute bridge, which we do at the beginning. So you can find yourself on your back here. Where's my second model? You're gonna make sure that back is pressed down into the mat. Core is engaged here. So we're gonna start with just 30 seconds of normal speed. So starting in 3, 2, 1. So pressing the feet into the mat, lifting up the hips. Again, this doesn't have to be fast, but your half speed is gonna be even slower. You can even put your hands on your hip bones or on your thighs to create a little feedback. So really squeezing into the glutes here. You can pretend that your feet are pressing the floor away if that helps. So just 30 seconds here, that normal speed, lifting the hips up and down, making sure you have some elongation in your spine. All right, so we're going to half speed here. So slowly coming up and down, keep going. All right. So we're at half speed here, so it's really squeezing those glutes up and down. It's a little slower than you were even for your first round. Good. Nice, squeezing up, back down. All right, we're going to that hold in 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna hold at the top here, really pressing the feet into the ground. Again, you can add some feedback by pressing down on the thighs or the hip bones. Really pressing the feet into the mat, firing up those glutes. Just holding here for 30 seconds. Good. So those glutes are really going to be the powerhouse of a lot of the things we're going to do in this class. You want to make sure you're firing them on up early. All right, same here for 3, 2, 1. You can lower those hips down. You have 30-second recovery. I'll show another option. If that felt easy, you can heel toe those feet together and open the knees up a little bit, and you can do butterfly lifts instead. So those knees are coming out a little bit, and it adds a little bit more glute engagement. So you can do your normal round, so those feet hip distance, or you can add in the butterfly. So we're gonna start back to that normal speed hip bridge, so either the butterfly or the normal one in 3, 2, 1. So you're starting with that normal speed, pressing into the feet, lifting up and down here. Good. So again, if you want to find that butterfly, the tips of your feet are going to touch and you're really squeezing those glutes. So keeping that weight out of the lower back here, lifting up and down, or you can find the neutral feet, so feet hip distance, normal speed, lifting up and down. You may find that your lower back starts to put in more of the work as you get higher, and range of motion isn't super important on this as long as those glutes are staying engaged. All right, we're going to that half speed in 3, 2, 1. So half speed here, slowing down a little bit. Good. Slow up, slow back down, 10 more seconds here. How you feeling, Em?
Pretty good.
All right, we're going to that hold. So holding at the top, squeezing those glutes, trying to press that floor away. If your knees are feeling wonky at all, you can walk the feet out a couple inches if you're in that normal one. Good, 15 seconds. So this is just a little bit of our warm up to start firing up those glutes for those of you who just came in.
They're fired.
They're fired. All right, 3, 2, 1. You can shake it out. We're gonna move right on to our second exercise. So same thing, 30 seconds of normal speed, 30 seconds half speed, 30-second hold, repeat twice. So the second one is gonna be a toe touch. So you can have those knees bent, you can have them straight, whatever feels best for you. Bringing those hands behind your neck, elbows pointed up. You're gonna lift up and down at your normal speed. So lifting the shoulder blades up, pressing them back down, and then you'll be doing half speed. So slowly lifting up. Again, you can have the knees bent, back down, and then final 30 seconds will just be up and holding. All right, so starting with that normal speed. Again, another modification too, just feet on the ground, up to you. Ready, set, go. So lifting those shoulder blades up and back down, your normal speed. Try not to press too much on that neck, really pressing the head back into the hands here. That lower back is still on the ground. Really pressing down with the core here, just a couple inches up and back down. Making sure you're breathing. All right, we're coming to that half speed. So slowing down, even a little bit more, half speed up, slowly lowering back down. So I know in my classes I always say that it's never really about speed. This is a great time to practice that. So really trying to squeeze and slow down here. 10 seconds. Good. All right, coming to that top or that 30-second hold. So trying to peel the shoulder blades off the ground, really pressing that head back into your hands. Again, you can have the knees bent. If they're bent, try to push them so the knees are over your hip bones rather than hugging them into your chest. Ah, it burns! 15 seconds. See if you can even pull it just another inch up, as long as you're not dragging the neck up with it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30-second recovery. So we'll do that one more time. Again, find your modification. Feet can be on the ground, they can be in 90-90, or they can be up. Whatever feels best and allows you to keep your low back on the ground. So one more time here. We'll start in 10 seconds. Whew.
Yeah,
I know. Core warm up. 3, 2, 1. So back to that normal speed, lifting up and down. Ow, this one already hurts from last time. Good, so peeling the shoulder blades up and back down. If you're not peeling them up, you're fine. You'll get there over time. Don't worry about it. We're just warming up the core here. Imagine that there's a string pulling that chest up towards the ceiling. That helps me not drag my neck up. All right, we're coming into that half speed here. So slowing down that first initial speed, pulling up, slow back down. Good. Try not to hold your breath, even though sometimes I find myself doing Again, that lower back is pressed down into the mat. All right, 3, 2, finding that hold at the top. Really pressing the head back into your hands, lifting that chest. Lower back is pressed down. We got 15 seconds left. Maybe you want to press those knees away if the knees are lifted to make sure they're backed by your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Nice. All right. How'd that feel? A little burn? Yeah. Isabel's giving me a face. All right, good. So going into our next round, we're going to go into glute med lifts, and I love these. They're pretty awful though. So you're going to come down on one forearm and have those knees stacked next to you. So they're a little bit less than a 90-degree angle, so they're not here. They're about 45 degrees, and we're going to be lifting up. So lifting that hip up and back down, and we're really getting into that gluteus medius. Oh, my model's back. So lifting up. Try not to put too much pressure into the shoulder. You just want it to be your stabilizer, lifting up and back down. So normal speed, 30 seconds, half speed, hold at the top. Obviously not at the bottom. All right, so we'll be on one side for the whole first round and then the other side, so you only have to do it once. Ready, set, go. So if those knees are stacked, you're lifting up that top one and then lifting back down. Lifting up and back down. Good. If you want to add some of that resistance, you can even place that hand on your hip just to add a little bit more of that challenge. You can also challenge yourself by never actually completely lowering down to the ground, which hurts really bad. Good. So getting to that muscle that's chronically underworked, your gluteus medius. All right, we're going to half speed. So slowing down here, 30 seconds, squeezing up and back down. So slow. Oh my gosh. Good. Raising up, back down. So we're slowing this down even more, especially for runners. Really got to make sure you're getting that muscle to engage here.
So weak.
I know my arm is hurting too. All right, getting ready for that hold in 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top here. Ah! Oh my gosh. All right, you got this. So working on that endurance here. 15 seconds left. You can always drop that top foot if you want a modification.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I know, I'm working on it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, 30 seconds. Ow. Okay, going to the other side. So flipping around here. So those feet are stacked again, same thing. Another option too on that is you can always just not lift that top foot. You can always just keep them stacked and lift up and down instead. Yeah, Emily's a great demo. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Good, lifting up and back down, nice. Yeah, so you may have a side that's a lot easier than the other side. That's super normal. Again, that core is engaged here. The glute are still tucked. Try to make sure that that whole middle part of your body is engaged here. Why? All right, getting ready for that half speed in 3, 2, 1. So slow. And then back down. If you felt like your first speed was pretty slow, then even just try to see if you can slow it down just even a little bit. That's fine. If that shoulder is hurting, you can always just try to play around a little bit with your shoulder position, as long you just may be putting way too much weight on it. All right, getting ready for that dreaded hold in 3, 2, 1. Coming up and holding here. Remember, we're only doing this once. So you're done with these glute med lifts after this. 15 seconds, you got this. Remember, you can drop that top knee if you need that. Almost there. Good. 3, 2, 1. Relax, shake it out. Nice job. All right. I'm already tired. All right, we are going into oblique V-ups. So we've done these before if you've been in my class. So you'll have one arm straight out next to you, which I guess you can't really see on this. And you're gonna be lifting. You can lift both legs up. You can lift one leg up to you. So you're having this one arm. I'm gonna go back here so you can see my arm. So one arm will be straight out. And you can either come up like this, or you can lift both feet up, both feet back down. This hand is just your stabilizer. So obviously first 30 seconds, normal speed, then slowing down, then hold at the top. Let's go. So again, same thing with this. You're only doing it once on each side. All right, ready, set, go. So play around here. You can try both legs if that feels good. Maybe you want to try one leg, that's fine too. You should feel that squeeze in your obliques here. So as I said last time, your obliques are really an anti-rotation muscle. So here we're really engaging it without having to get into that rotational movement. No, nice job, Em. Nice. That palm is pressing down into the ground. We'll go into that half speed in 3, 2, 1. So slowing it down here and then slowing down to the mat. Slowly lifting up. The legs are so long. Good. 15 seconds. Slowly lowering back down. Coming up. Nice. All right, getting ready for that hold in 3, 2, 1. So you can have both those feet up. You can have one leg up. Mother of pearl. We all look like starfish. All right, 10 seconds left. All right, 3, 2, 1. Collapse. I'm kidding. All right, other side. 30 seconds. Did I kill Ryan? That's not good. I need someone to pay rent.
Until I think you're resurrect.
All right, we're starting in 15 seconds on that other side here. You may find that one side is a little weaker than the other side. That's fine. That's why we're doing this. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So remember, you can do both those legs, or you can just come up for one. Up to you. Nice and controlled. So even on that first one, we're not going for speed. Nice and controlled up. Nice and controlled back down. All right, getting ready for that half speed in 3, 2, 1. Slow up, slow back down. So time under tension here, really dragging it out. Pretend you're going through molasses. Slow up.
It's thick molasses.
It's very thick molasses. Good, we're getting ready for that hold. In 3, 2, 1. So again, you can have both legs or just one, up to you. I'm feeling it.
Feel the burn.
Good, 15 seconds. Maybe you want to try to get another little half inch up. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everyone. Good, take a couple seconds. That was your halfway mark. So 4 more rounds of those to go. I know.
We got it.
All right, next exercise, we're going back into that hip bridge, but this time we're doing a one leg hip bridge. So Same thing, you'll just be lifting one leg up. You can bend it in a 90-degree angle. You can straighten it out, whatever feels best. Lifting up and down, 30 seconds, and then slowing. Same thing we've done before. One leg for that whole time, and then you'll switch to the other leg. All right. Starting in 5. So again, finding that neutral spine, planting that foot. You can lift up that leg or bend it. 3, 2, 1. So pressing down into that right foot if you're starting on your right foot. Again, you can always add in your hands on your hip bones if that helps add a little bit of feedback.
You have your foot flex.
Yeah, you can flex your foot if you want. You can also keep it neutral, up to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Good, so squeezing that glute up and back down. I know my normal speed feels like slow motion. All right, half speed here, so slow up, slow back down. And I always keep my hips hovered above the ground, but you can always lower them all the way back down. Take a quick recovery and press back up. One of my glutes is far stronger than the other one, so sometimes my legs really differ here. Good. All right, getting ready for that hold here in 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top, really pressing into that foot, pretending there's roots pulling you down. Again, doesn't matter how high you're lifting those hips, even if it's just a couple inches off the mat, you're doing great. Remember, only one time on this leg. Good, 15 seconds left. Keep breathing here. Good, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower back down. You can hug those knees in for a second if you want a quick recovery. And then, as you imagine, because we have 2 glutes, we gotta do the other one. So same thing on the other side. You may find this side is a lot easier, a lot harder. Who knows? We'll find out. All right, we'll start up on that other leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So back to that normal speed, lifting up and down here. Squeezing the glutes up, squeezing them back down. So I find a one leg hip bridge, I find it's easier for that weight to go into my low back. So slowing it down sometimes helps remind me that the glute needs to be the one working, not my low back. Sometimes putting the pressure on my quad or on my hip bone helps me with that. All right, half speed here. Slow up, slow back down. Slow up, slow back down. You guys look awesome. Nice job.
I'm trained by the best.
Thanks, Em. Good. Really pressing into that foot. We're getting ready for that hold. Glutes of steel in 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top here.
Yep.
You got this. Last time doing this right here. Your final 15, I know.
Adios.
Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. You can hug those knees in. All right. How are we feeling, everyone? We're doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Going into our next round. We're going to be going to leg lifts or optional scissors if you're feeling fancy today. So for our leg lifts, so you can put the hands under your glutes if that helps keep your low back down. But my preference would be for you to only go down as far as your low back stays on the ground. So don't worry about being all the way down at the bottom if that low back is coming up. So really find your range of motion, even if it's only a half foot, that's fine. That's your range of motion, and that's what's going to keep your low back on the ground. So first 30 seconds, normal speed, half speed, hold. If you want to do scissors instead, you can do opposite leg, switching back and forth, and then for the last one, you'll just hold with your feet together if you are feeling fancy today. All right, let's go.
try scissors.
All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. So again, keeping that low back on the ground. If I'm being honest, in my range of motion is actually what it should be, then I'm really only going a couple inches up.
Oh my God.
Good, so we're at that normal speed here. Really pressing the lower back
I
down.
think the other one's better.
Yeah, your preference, scissors or legs together. All right, half speed. So slowing it down here. Good, challenging that core, really pressing down into the mat.
It's okay to have your knees bent a little.
Oh yeah, you can totally bend your knees. That's totally an option too.
Okay, good.
I cannot straighten out my legs.
My legs are too long. Too heavy.
All right, getting ready for that hold in 3, 2, 1. So holding wherever feels best for you, finding a point. Good, breathing here. You got this. Trying to make sure that back's not arching. So you may be all the way down here as long as your low back's on the ground. Really up to you. Listen to your body. Good, 3, 2, 1, 30-second rest. We're doing that one more time. So if that felt too easy or too hard, you know what modifications you can take for this next round. That's the beauty of all these options, is it really can be your workout. All right, 15 seconds. We'll do that all over again. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna try scissors this time instead. We'll see how it goes. And you can always do scissors where you're dropping one foot, you come back to the top and then do the other one. You can also bend and tap instead. There's a million different modifications with these two exercises. So see what feels best for you here. So we're at that normal speed. Ryan's making some weird sounds. All right, half speed here. So slowing it down. Again, like that molasses here. Making sure you're breathing.
You all right there?
Yeah, you okay, Ryan?
Oh,
All right, getting ready for that
would you
hold.
bend
I'm not
the knee?
That helps me. I'm doing it this long.
2, 1, 30-second hold, whatever feels best. Finding that point.
Even if I bend the knee, it still hurt.
Emily's finding her level, Ryan.
Oh, modification.
Look at that.
All right, 15 seconds left. Almost there. Good. 3, 2, 1. Yay. I knew you all would all be annoyed with me by how much I say 3, 2, 1 in this class.
No,
All right.
It's just about how you say one.
Okay, just one apparently. All right, we got 2 left, 2 rounds left. So 1 round of core, 1 round of glutes. So we're going into our glutes first. So you're gonna find yourself on your hands and your knees here. So those wrists are right under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And we're gonna be doing abductor circles is what I call them. So you'll be bringing that knee into your elbow, out to the side, up to the back, and back down. So same thing I've been saying a million times today. Try not to arch that back. Really try to keep a neutral back here. So that knee is coming into the elbow, out to the side, up to the top, back down. As much as you can, try to keep those hips neutral. I know it's hard, but as much as you can. So obviously normal speed, half speed, hold. I'm gonna let you all choose where your hold is. So your hold could be knee in at the elbow, it could be out to the side, or it can be up at the top. Your choice where you wanna hold it. And then we'll go to the other side.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Ready, set, go. So 30 seconds, that normal speed, elbow, side, up to the top, back down. So knee to elbow, out to the side, up to the back, and back down. Again, you're not going for speed here, even though it is your normal speed. Really squeeze in the whole time. That core is still engaged here. All right, half speed, so slowing it down like you're going through molasses. Good, finding that circle. All right, getting ready for that hold in 3, 2, 1. So wherever you want, you can do your fire hydrant hold with knee into elbow, or you can hold with leg at the top, up to you. Good. Corkscrewing those hands into the mat, really engaging here. 10 seconds left. Good. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 30 seconds off. We'll go to the other side. Whew, same thing. If those wrists are feeling tired, you can try it on your forearms, although it's kind of hard to get that knee in, but you can always try them and see how it feels. All right, we'll start in 10 seconds on that other side. Same thing. Good job.
Never thought I'd be the one to say that.
Right?
I'm ready.
All right, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. So that knee is into your elbow, up to the side, up to the back, and down. Again, trying to keep those hips as neutral as you can. So one glute is much harder for me than the other one. So this side feels pretty easy in comparison, although we're only 15 seconds in. Nice and controlled here. All right, half speed, so slowing it down. Again, going through molasses. You may find some hip mobility here. For me, I really get stuck trying to abduct my knee out. All right, getting ready for that hold in 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Remember, either of those 3 positions is fine. Try and make sure those hips are staying even here. You can't even tell I'm trying to lift my knee up to the side. Ow. 15 seconds to go. Last little push. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, we are on that final round. We are doing bicycle crunches, bunch of different options. I know, ended with a bang. So you can bring those knees to 90, and for your bicycle crunches, you can just drop one at a time, or if it feels better, you can extend fully out. You'll be essentially bringing your elbows into your knees. And I don't want it to be the opposite where those knees are in here and you're doing it here. Really try to keep those knees above your hips the whole time. So if you're here, that elbow is coming up rather than bringing that knee too far in. And as much as you can, try not to drag on your neck. Really try to lift that chest up. Again, you can have those feet on the ground, same thing. Coming here, really trying to lift that shoulder blade up. For your hold, I'll give you 2 options. You can either hold at one and then the next round you'll hold at the other, or you can just hold up at the top in the middle. Up to you. All right, let's go. All right, 3, 2, 1. So again, remember your options. You can have both feet on the ground like this, or you can extend out. Regardless, don't go too fast. My pet peeve is people at the gym who go like this on their bicycles. We're at that normal speed, getting ready for our half speed. In 3, 2, 1. So slowing it down. I feel like I'm in like
quicksand. Just snail. Again, that lower back is still pressed down as much as you can into the mat. All right, so you can hold on one side or you can hold in the middle in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna hold on one side. Can't even see my timer. You should see it. Oh, yeah, don't worry. 10 seconds to go. Woo! All right, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, one more side, or I guess one more round.
Yeah, okay. Nice, there's another round.
Ryan, are you kidding me? All right, we'll start in 5 seconds.
What
3, 2, 1. We're back to the beginning here. Really trying to lift with the chest, finding your level. What are you doing? Why are you slamming your feet down? Aggression.
This is my practice, so goodbye.
All right. Whew. Really trying to bring those ribs together here, pressing down the core. Still can't see my timer.
Do you feel it, Patrick? Oh, I feel it.
All right, slowing it down. We're on our half speed here. Good. If your neck starts hurting, I recommend doing the modified version instead.
In one night,
All right.
2 times speed.
All right, we're getting ready for that hold here. In 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to hold on my other side this time. Really pressing down with that low back, pulling up with the chest and the ribs, not the neck. 15 seconds to go. Final little push. Good. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, I lied. There's one more round. Ryan was right. So, okay, but before you freak out, so this last round is a bonus U round. So out of all the exercises we did today, you get to choose one to do one more time. So I'll read through them so that you remember. So first, that's your computer. First was hip bridges. You can do the hip bridges or butterfly bridges. Second was toe touches, or just more like crunches, either with the feet lifted. Third was the glute med lifts, where you're on your side lifting up the hips. Oblique V lifts, so you're on your side with the feet coming up. One leg hip bridge, leg lifts or scissors, adductor circles, bicycle crunches. If you were here on Tuesday, you can take the push-up version. So we're doing normal push-ups, half speed hold. You could do squats, same thing, normal speed, half speed hold, or a plank, where you're doing plank jacks, plank step outs, and then hold. So many options. You might feel overwhelmed. Does anyone need me to repeat the list one more time, or does everyone know what they're doing? Okay, we're all good? All right, so remember what you're doing. We're doing it one last round, 2 times, and then we'll be done. So last 4 minutes, I promise I'm not lying to you. All right, I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. So whatever exercise you chose, you're doing this normal speed first. So this is your chance to kind of personalize what you want here. If something felt really hard or felt really good, now you can choose to do that this round. I know I got to work on my glute med, so. All right, half speed here, so slowing down, going through that molasses. Ryan, you're missing the bonus round.
He's like, I don't care. Nice and slow, up and back down. I want a pickle after, that sounds good. All right, come into that hold in 3, 2, 1, finding that hold position. Ow! This one hurts so bad to hold. All right, final 10 seconds. Wherever you are, finding that last little bit of strength. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds off. Last minute and a half, let's go. Oh, my body hurts. All right, I want everyone to find that strength right here. I know I'm feeling pooped, but I don't really have another option. So we're finishing strong here. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So back to that normal speed. Nice, I see some glute bridges, I see some crunches. Emily's doing some hip bridges. Got some diversity here, I love it. Eclectic group, exactly. All right, coming to that half speed in 3, 2, 1. So slowing it down here, seeing if you could add on to that time under tension. Maybe seeing if there can be like no end to your exercise. So here, instead of slamming my body down, maybe I'm staying engaged the whole way up and the whole way down. Oh, that's so much harder. All right, coming to that hold in 3, 2, 1. Coming up, holding. All right, so this is our final 20 seconds of our workout, and then we'll go through a couple stretches, and then we'll be done. You got this. Last little push, 10 seconds to go. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice. You can come lay down on your back. We'll come into a figure 4 stretch. You can cross that right leg over your left. Before you just grab to pull it in, see if you can use the strength of that left leg to pull that knee in. So you're kind of creating your own resistance here, getting into that glute a little bit. You can flex that right toe just a tiny bit if that feels good. Really opening up our glute. We did a ton of glutes today. So getting a nice little stretch. You can always just stay on the ground. That's totally fine. Pulling down a bit. All right, we'll switch to the other side, crossing that other leg over. The left leg goes over right. Same thing, see if you can really pull that knee in instead of just pulling your leg in. You may feel like the work is never done. Nice, bringing that foot down. We'll do a full body stretch here, reaching the arms up above you, the legs out. Really extending, pretending you're being pulled in both directions. And then you can roll on up to a seat. We'll find ourselves cross-legged. You can press down that right hand and reach that left arm over. So try to relax the shoulders down here, getting that nice stretch in the side of your body. If it feels good, you can always add some arm circles in. Trying to always keep those ribs tucked. If you want to switch directions, you can. Good, we'll come to the other side, cartwheel over, same thing.
Pressing down with that hand, trying to open up that side. You can add in those arm circles if that feels good. You can switch directions. Ryan's gonna blow away on our balcony. All right, come to some shoulder rolls here. Just kind of squeezing out the shoulders. Now I'm just doing some arm things. All right, last thing, you can just start to walk forward a little bit so you get a little bit into the glute. So try not to just curve your spine. Try to keep that chest open and just walk a couple inches forward. Make sure to take a couple deep breaths here. You can walk over to the right side if that feels good. Trying to keep both of the hip bones on the ground. Other side, walking over. You can always just stay in the middle if that feels better too. Good, back to the middle and all the way back up, and you all made it, yay! Thank you, thank you. If you have any questions or thoughts, I'll stay here for another couple minutes. For updates on next week, you can always follow my fitness Instagram at MyFitnessMal, like @MyFitnessMal. That's where I post the Zoom ID, etc. Or you can just stay after and I can give you my email or whatever. If you have requests for next week, let me know. I'm planning to do the same thing I did this week, so HIIT on Tuesday and core and glutes on Thursday, although they may be at different times next week, so make sure you're checking with me about that. Other than that, would love thoughts, recommendations, what felt hard, easy. I'm just gonna chill here until someone talks to me. All right, cool, thank you everyone. I'm gonna stop recording.